ورحمة الله وبركاته. نرحب بكم أعزائي طلبة الدبلوم العام في يوم جديد وفي دروس جديدة إن شاء الله من درس على الهواء. إن شاء الله بنبدي درسنا بإذن الله بعد هذا الفاصل القصير، فابقوا معنا. إذا عدنا معكم أعزائي طلبة الدبلوم العام مع درس آخر درس بيكون إن شاء الله عندنا من دروس مهارات اللغة الإنجليزية بإذن الله، فبيكون إن شاء الله في بعض المراجعات لنستكملها مثل ما بدأتموها مع الأستاذة في الأسبوع الفائت. فإن شاء الله بنبدأ درسنا بإذن الله مع بعض بهذه العبارة الجميلة. نشوف مع بعض العبارة. I want from you, all of you, to say this phrase for yourself. I'm creating the life of my dreams. So in this time now you are creating your life of your dreams. So we don't have much time, just maybe 1 month or 2 months, and inshallah you will achieve your dreams. So keep it inside your mind. Pray to Allah all the time to get higher marks, and sleep early, eat well, and inshallah you will get what you want. Okay, so let's start with the revision as I said here. So we will have a revision. Before that, let's read here together the learning outcomes for today. So at the end of this lesson, inshallah, you will be able to revise some words. So not all the words because of time, we don't have time, so just we are going to cover maybe the important words in different units here, from different units from semester 1 and semester 2, because this is the whole year as one semester. So we'll have from unit 1, 2, 3, 4, so mixed units. Okay. The second one, distinguish between reading questions in the final exam. So you are going to differentiate and distinguish between different types of questions in the final exams regarding reading here. I mean only reading, because you know that you will have listening, reading and writing. So before we talked about listening and writing, and today inshallah also we will complete with writing, but the important one, we didn't talk about reading, so we'll talk about reading inshallah in this lesson. And the last one, revise writing a report. If you remember last week you had formal letters or email, because you are supposed in the final exam to write two writings. The first one, formal email or letter, and the second one, a report. Okay, so in the previous lesson you talked about letter, and this lesson we will complete about report, and we talked about report before many times, I think 4 times or 3 times. Okay. So let's go on with the first skill for today, vocabulary. Okay, so here we have vocabulary. I want from you to focus on these tasks on these pages. The first one, page 36, and the second one, 67, and the last one, 99. This one you have it in your book, and this is the number of pages. This one you have it in your book as a revision. Okay, this one it's your turn, okay, as a revision for you, but I want so I prepared for you to revise them together. So let's start with the first one here. So the first one, as I said, it will be on page 36. So all of you now go to page 36, and let's look at the task together and identify here the words and put them in the correct place in the text. Okay, so let's do it together. Let's change the color. Okay, so here we have let's first focus on the words. The first one we have anxious, all these words we had it from semester 1 and semester 2. Okay, so this one here, these words from unit 1 and unit 2 together. So anxious, number 2 authentic, and number 3 built up, cautious, judgment, package, and unspoiled. I don't know if they are clear for you, because we discussed the meaning of these words even here or in school. So maybe quickly here we can check the meaning of them together. The first one, anxious, it means what? Anxious, it means if you are worried about something. Sometimes if you are worried about something, so you say, I'm anxious today because I'm worrying, I'm thinking about something, okay, maybe about exam, maybe about something happened with you. Authentic, authentic, authentic means something original, genuine, okay, original. So maybe original, it's easy for you, easier than genuine. All of them, they have the same meaning. So maybe in the exam you will have authentic, maybe original, maybe genuine, we don't know. The third one, built up. Built up, it means when you combine between something, okay, so it means built up. Cautious, so sometimes when we have something when we find someone in danger, or when we have dangerous situations, we have to take our cautious. It means to be careful. Okay, excellent, to be careful about something. Judgment, when you have judgment about something, so you decide if you take this or this. So this is judgment, okay, decide, or your opinion about something. So let's write it clear here. Your decision, or your opinion about something. Package here, it means bundle about something. Okay, and the last one, unspoiled, it means pure, not polluted by something, or here, because so I think maybe from this words here, you know that we are going to talk about maybe area, about something, that because here cautious, unspoiled, we have anxious, judgment about something. So let's see here the title of this text. So complete the travel advice. So we are going to read about travel advice, and we will complete this travel advice with how many words? 4, just 4 words. Okay, so let's start together to read the text. Okay, if you are feeling dash about your impact as a tourist, read what the guidebooks say about the area you are visiting. So if you are what? Here it's talk about your feeling. Which word here describe our feeling? So I think from the first view, all of you can identify the word anxious. Yes, excellent. So we can put numbers here in the words. So it will be anxious, number 1. So if you are feeling anxious about your impact as a tourist, read this book. If you are worried about this, for example, travel, read this information like this. Okay, let's complete. Do they claim it is a or an dash area where you will experience dash local culture? So what do you think about this one here? Do they claim it is a area? So here we have a word that what describe area, this area. So everyone, when he wants to or she wants to travel, they focus, yes, unspoiled, pure place. So here unspoiled, it will be number 2. It will be number 2. So unspoiled area where you will experience what? Local culture. Here, what's the word that describe the culture? So we have different types of cultures. Now maybe modern things, it now what have maybe some pictures or maybe some costumes are different now. So maybe this one here, in this travel, they want to focus on the authentic culture, authentic, the original, the genuine culture here. So it will be number 3, authentic. Okay, I hope that you are following me. If so, find out how tourism is managed there. Research what other travelers say about it using the internet. So here we have what? Travelers, and they have opinions. They said many things regarding this travel. Okay, using the internet, and use your to decide. If you remember, we talk about this word decide, and we associate this word with which word? Yes, decisions, or decide. It means your judgment about something. So maybe after reading this book, after looking at this and this, you can judge if you want to go or no. So here judgment will be number 4. Okay, so I hope it was clear now for you. So this one here we complete with just 4 words, so it means that 3 are extra. Maybe in the exam you will have the same, like extra words. So try to focus on the meaning of the sentences. Try to look at the keywords, try to find some clues or hints in the sentence that help you to catch the answer easily. Okay, so we finished with this one. Let's move to the second one, which will be on page 67. All of you go to page 67, task number 1. So here the question says, cross out the word or phrase that doesn't belong in each group. So we will have a group of words. Some of the words we call them odd words. What's the meaning of odd words? Odd words, it means this word not suitable for this group. This is like exception. Okay, so odd, it means different, it means exception in this group. So let's see here the words here and cross the words that doesn't belong to each group. So the first one we have, by the way, this task regarding unit 3 and unit 4, and most of them from unit 3. Okay. Unit 3 from semester 1. So we have the first one, number 1, we have life expectancy, illiteracy, birth rate, population decline. Okay, so what do you think about them? So we have life. When you have expectation about our life, maybe what will happen in the future, I want to do this and this. Illiteracy, it means you are unable to read or write. Birth rate, this one regarding the life also. Population decline. Okay, so here about numbers of population, so it means also about what? Life. So what's the different word here, the odd word? Yes, wonderful. So it will be illiteracy. So this will be, this word doesn't belong to this group, because this group talk about the life, number of population, and the birth rate. So all of them here regarding life, just illiteracy, it talks about something else. Let's move to number 2. We have improve, spoil, predict, and transform. Let's see here the words together. We have improve. Okay, when we improve, so it means here we do many things for what? Yes, to enhance something, to make it better. Spoil, again the same thing here. And also predict. When you predict, you guess. It means this verb, it means to guess. Maybe can you predict the answer from this one? So you are guessing here, you are not sure, just a prediction. Transform, when you are transform in the transition period of time. For example, you change from one place to another. So this is, we can say, a kind of what here again? Yes, a kind of improvement. For example, this country transformed from the year of 2019 until 2021, and now it has many buildings, many houses. So this one here, improving. Employment, maybe the employment or something else. So here we have improve, spoil, transform. They have the same meaning, maybe the different types of words, but in general they have the same meaning. So we can say here predict, here the odd word or the different word. Okay, because it means to guess about something. Okay, let's move to number 3. We have rise, increase, go up, and decline. So I think it's very, very easy because you have it also in the writing. These words all the time we talked about them in the writing. So rise, it means to go up. Increase, it means to go up. Go up, it means grow, to grow, or like them, increase and rise. But decline, it means to go down. Yes, it means to go down. So obviously here the odd word, it will be decline. Okay, good. Let's move to number 4. Versatile, minute, small and tiny. So from the first view we can group these words together. So we know that the meaning of small and tiny, they have the same meaning. Minute, it means what? So here from the category of the word, we have minute, we have hour, and we have second. So minute is just as a minute, so something is a small quantity, so a small amount of something. So we can associate minute to these words, so it will be the same as small and tiny. So versatile, it means many things, different things. It means various of things. So here it doesn't belong to here the quantity or the amount of something. Here tiny, small, minute, all of them, they are small, just versatile. So here it will be versatile. Okay, let's move to number 5. Number 5 here, although, in addition, however, in contrast. Sometimes when we talk, when we have speaking or when we have writing, we use these phrases or keywords to add, just to add information, to talk about things. So here, although this happened, something will happen. Okay, and in addition to this, I can add this information. However, this happened, and we can continue, or as a result, this thing will happen also. In contrast, here in contrast, you will start to talk about something else, maybe about another side, maybe about a negative side, we don't know. But in contrast here, it gives you something different from these words. So here, these words, we call them connecting words. So you can use them in the middle of the sentences, you can use them in the middle of speaking. But in contrast here, you will start to talk about or to write about something else. So this will be the different word that doesn't belong to this group. The last one we have chew, inspire, savor, and eat out. So if you remember, I gave you this word savor. It means to taste something, to try to taste something. Maybe if you have at your lunch, dinner, sweet, ice cream, anything. So you're tasting. Eat out, it means to go and eat out in a restaurant or any place. Inspire, you get inspire, your inspiration from whom? For example, do you have a model in this life to get inspiration? What inspire you in this life? Drawing, listening to music, reading books. So this one here may be now different. Be careful. Here I want from you to focus on these words. So here now we have eat out, the same with savor, and chew, when you have chewing, jump, and this one here, so it will be the same. All of them regarding eating or food, but inspire, talk about the ways that you get your inspiration from them. So I hope these are clear, these words are clear for you, the different words. I want now from you to calculate them, put them in separate groups, so all the same group will be this, and the different words will be in the second group. Okay, now let's move to the last task regarding vocabulary skill, and will be on page 99, and this one regarding unit 6 and 7. Okay, if you remember when we talked about events and the important events, we have national days, we have Eid, we have many events. Okay, so let's start with the first one here, and before of that, complete the phrases. So we are going to have phrases with the words in the box. So here the phrases and here we have the words in the box. Let's now here read the words. All of the words are clear, alhamdulillah, and easy. So the first one, we have acrobats, and you have acrobats in your book. Leaving school or college, fireworks, masks, sash, balloons, flag waving, making a speech, rite of passage, clapping, costumes, garland, and parade and streamers. Okay, so let's find here the correct place for these words. Let's start from the first one. A fancy dress party. So here we have different types of party regarding to the events. Okay, so the first party that we have it, a fancy dress party. What should people wear in this type of party? So people wearing what and what? So fancy dress party. So all of them, they are going to wear, what do you think? Yes, the first one, costumes. Excellent. So here, so we have costumes. And what? Yes, absolutely, it will be masks. And nowadays we have different types of masks. Now people, they are starting to decorate their masks. Okay, so they use the benefit of the thing. So they have, maybe they take this circumstances in a positive way. Okay, number 2, a children's party, a room decorated with what? As we know that when we have parties, even at our houses, we decorate it by using what? Yes, wonderful, balloons. So the first one will be balloons. Okay, so you'll have balloons. And what? Yes, streamers. Streamers. Streamers, if you can't remember the meaning of streamers, like posters, when we put posters on the wall, for example, we wrote on this poster some words, or if we have, for example, words like congratulations or happy birthday, or like this. Okay, the number 3, the third one, a farewell party. Someone, farewell party, like for example, if you are leaving some places and you want to talk with the people, like if you will be this day, the last day for you in this company or in this organization, so you are going to make what for people? Yes, someone making a speech. Excellent. So making a speech. So he will talk. So someone making a speech. And people, they are what? Clapping. Yes, excellent, clapping. Maybe they are going next to greet someone else in this position. Number 4, a carnival or street party. So we have carnival, we can also call it a street party. In this one they have what? So look at these words. So we finished, yes, clapping, costume, streamers, making speech, balloons, masks. Okay, so yes, so in carnival or street party, yes, we have what? If you remember, I gave you this word. Yes, parade. Excellent. So when we have carnival or people, they are having a party, or they having something on the street, so absolutely they will have what? Yes, they will have parade. So here, parade. And acrobats. So clown, the clowns, when they are playing with balls and coloring their faces, so we call them acrobats. Number 5, a prize giving, the winner wearing a. So when we have a party and there are prizes that will be given to people, so the winner wearing what? Yes, sash. This is sash. This is sash when they wrote something like, maybe now because you are grade 12, you wrote the year of your graduation or your names, like here. So this one, like a belt. So you can say like a belt, so sash. And what? So we have sash. So we can delete this one. Sash, and also parade, we finish this one. And acrobats. What do you think? Yes, garland, and also we have garland. Garland, it means sometimes like a crown, and sometimes maybe like something you put it here. So here, when you will, inshallah, giving your certificate after graduation from university, so you are going to wear this. Before the last one, number 6, a graduation party. What? Here we are going first to describe this one here. It means what? Yes, rite of passage. Yes, and also we have this one, rite of passage. Rite of passage to celebrate what? Yes, leaving. So because if it's a graduation, so you are going to leave your school or college. So leaving school or college. So leaving school or college. Okay. The last one, National Day. So I think now it's easy to catch the answers regarding National Day, because it will be what in National Day? Yes, we have fireworks. We have fireworks and what? Flag waving. Flag waving. Okay, so we finish with this task. So quickly try to capture the answer or write them. Okay, so this one regarding unit 5 and 6 and all of them or most of them from unit 5 and some of them from 6. Okay, now I want from you to focus on the second skill, reading skill. Here in this reading, we are not going to read a text. No, I'm going to explain for you the reading questions in the final exam. Okay, so in the final exam, you will have 2 readings. Okay, so 2 readings. So the first one, you are going to have evaluative text. Okay, in this evaluative text, so it means you are going to read about different sides, about opinions. Maybe people, they said something about some places or someone, maybe assessment about something. In this evaluative text, you will have 2 parts of questions. Part 1, it will be WH questions. The total of these WH questions, inshallah, will be 7. Okay, so 7 questions. Part 2, it will be true, false questions, and the total will be 5. So here again, reading 1, you are going to read evaluative text. From this text, you are going to answer 2 questions, part 1 and part 2. Task number 1 will be about WH words or WH questions. Now I will give you a quick explanation about them. And the second one, true or false questions, and the total will be 5. And then reading 2 will be informative text. So from this word informative, it means you are going to read information about something here. And also here you are going to have 2 parts. Okay, part 1 will be 8 multiple choice. Okay, 8 multiple choice. And part 2 will be matching headings or paragraphs. By the way, you had all of these questions, alhamdulillah, in school, and also you had exams on them, CLT1. In CLT1 you have evaluative text, WH question, and true false. And I think in CLT2, yes, you have this type of multiple choices question and matching headings. So inshallah, nothing new will be in the final exam, but here you are going to focus here on the answers. Don't write long answers. Try to catch the words, try to look for hints and clues. So let's talk about, for example, WH questions. So all of you know the WH questions, but just here as a quick revision for you. So maybe you are going to require to answer questions by these words: where, what, when, why, who, how, So here how also they're here a sister for them, but maybe it starts with a different letter, but here again is associated with WH words. And also we have many different words, but maybe here the most important one, these words to focus on them. So if you have were, okay, let's change to maybe this one. So if you have where, so you are going to ask about a place of, for example, where did this story happen, where, in which place. And be careful, place, it doesn't mean only countries or cities. No, sometimes it means a place of something, like maybe here, like this here, in this place, or in a river, in a park, or in a restaurant. So all of them, we call them places, not just countries or cities. Okay, so try to focus on the word place, any place, so we can answer here the question which started with where. Okay, the second one here, what. So you are going to search for thing. For example, what happened in the river to let's say to Ahmed or someone else, what happened? So here you are going to write the thing that happened in this place. Okay, so here the different where is different from what. So what it means, you will mention the thing that happened. Okay, or for example, you will ask a question like what's the role of any name or this organization in this situation. The role, here you are going to mention the role. So try to focus on the text itself. Try to read the sentence clearly and try to read the full sentence to get the answer here. Okay, number 3, when. So they are going here to focus on the time. When did this happen? When. And be careful here, maybe the time talk about year, about hours, about maybe period of time, like evening, dinner time, lunch time, night, morning. It's not just year. For example, when did this happen? When. So you are going to search for 2006, 2004. No. So if you, for example, can't find also just years, so maybe you will be sad. No, don't be sad. Maybe they are the answer, maybe it will be regarding hours, maybe in the at 2 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, maybe period of time, afternoon, night, like this. Okay, so try to search about the meaning from these things. Why? The reason behind something. Why did this happen? Why? What's the reason? Why did they catch this person, not that person? What's the reason? Why did they didn't appear last night? Why? What's the reason? Why did the accident happen? Okay, why you didn't, for example, didn't you come to school yesterday? What's the reason? So here you are going to give reason. Who, here who, it talks about people or person, maybe sometimes about organization, about a place here. For example, who decided to travel to America? Who? So here you are going maybe to what? To mention a name or group of people. But sometimes maybe you are asking to write something else. Who organized this party? Maybe an organization, maybe a company, maybe an office. So here who doesn't belong all the time to certain people or a certain person. So try to focus here. Sometimes you are requiring to write something else regarding organizations, office, maybe a different community or society. How it has many meaning. Maybe here if you have how alone, how this happened, how did this happen, how. So here you are going to explain the way. Okay, if you have it alone here, how, so you are going to explain it the way. Sometimes how did you reach to let's say Amsterdam, America, or so here you are going to mention transportation. Okay, And I want from you to focus on the text. Sometimes you are not going to find the way. Maybe you are going to find words or verbs, maybe like flew or fly. Maybe someone he will say, I flew to America. So what's, and then in the questions you will ask like how this person traveled to this place, how. And he said flew, so here absolutely you will choose or you will write plane, because here this verb flew regarding plane. Sometimes maybe you will have drive or drove, so by the car. Bus, maybe bus. Sometimes you will have ride maybe a bike. Sometimes you will have sail by ship or boat. And this one maybe most of the time in true false questions, so be careful. So true false questions, maybe you will ask about something here regarding these verbs. Sometimes you will have real, maybe if you look at this word, so you are going to write train or to focus on the word train. Do you understand? Okay. And also here how, sometimes it has many things else. So we have how many. So when we have how many, so we are going to focus on numbers. Maybe how many people are in this organization, how many students here in this class. So if you have this one here, so you will have what? Numbers of something, but not just numbers of people, no. Sometimes maybe numbers of different things. How many markets in this area? How many shops here in this mall? Okay, so how many here indicate the number. How much it talks about price, amount of something. Okay, so here price. Sometimes how much is this t-shirt? How much did you pay for this travel? Okay, like this. An amount, so for example, how much did you produce from this oil? So here the amount of something. Okay, so be careful, not all the time regarding price. And also we have how long, if you are asking about the length of something. How tall. Okay, so the different you will find in the text, how long, maybe like meter or centimeter, something like how tall, like this. Okay, okay. So hopefully it is clear. So this is just as a revision for you. And question number 2, it will be match headings and word meanings. Word meanings, I will start with this one here. Word meanings, maybe in the multiple choice, inshallah, you will have 3 or 4, I don't know, maybe 5 questions regarding word meanings. You will have words in bold, so words in bold from the text, and you will have choices for these words. Okay, so you are going to read the text and find the meaning of these words, and so try to memorize the words that you have it in the book. I want from you to focus on this task. I will show you the type of this task here in this one. So here, as I said, WH questions and true false. Here we have the second one. You will have like multiple choice, and in this multiple choice you will have words in bold to check the meaning. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So try to memorize the words. This is match headings. Okay, this one match headings. So in this one you are going to look here, for example, paragraph 2. What is the main idea, the topic sentence here in paragraph number 2? Try to read the whole paragraph and catch the main idea, not the sub idea, the main idea in each paragraph. So here you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you are asked to answer 5 paragraphs, but here how many answers do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 3 are extra too. So be careful, don't confuse. Try to match the correct paragraph with the correct here topic sentence, the thesis statement in each paragraph. Try to catch the clues. If you remember when I talked with you in the previous lessons, I told you that you have to look at the keywords, sometimes phrases, meanings, to catch here the main idea or the topic sentence in each paragraph, and read the paragraph until the last line. This is very important. Okay, so I hope it was clear for you. We will go for the book now. Okay, let's complete with the last one here, writing a report as a revision for you. I wrote for you these things. The first one, in the writing report, we will have basic information. What's the basic information? To whom the report, from whom, and the title of the report here. Okay, so to, it means the person who asked you to write the report. Maybe the person, your teacher, maybe manager or someone asked you, and he's only the one who will read this report. And then from, so at the beginning, so you are going to write these basic information, and also you have the example before we discuss the example on page 113. From whom the report? From the person who will write the report. The person who will write the report, you. So you can write your student, or it's better to write your student. Sometimes you are here, these informations are is essential in the exam, and you are asking from the question itself to write it. Sometimes no, so try to write it. So if you write it, it's fine and good for you. And the last one here, the report, the topic of the event, or the topic of the something that you are going to write. And also here, and because here you have assessment report, event, about event, so you will write the name of the event. In the introduction, so you are going here to write what? Yes, the aim of this report. So all of you can start with this sentence. The aim of this report is to assess the success of such and such. If you want to change here, you can write instead of aim, you can write purpose. The purpose of this report, the goal of this report is to assess. If you don't like to write assess, you can write evaluate. You can write present. So choose whatever you want. So you can use this sentence to start your introduction. So the aim of this report, the purpose of this report is to assess what? The success of something. Okay, the success of the event that happened in a school. You can write the name of the event, for example, Happiness Day, Mask Day, Forgiveness Day, whatever. Maybe some of you, your teacher, we didn't have this year any event. Okay, so try to imagine, try to write about last year's events. It's okay. So use your imagination here. Okay. You can use verbs like assess, as I said, evaluate, present. And also you can add a sentence here in this introduction like what? Also to report students' opinions about, for example, about the events, if we will have the similar events in the future. So this is the introduction. In the body, you are going to focus on the positive and negative aspects about the event. What happened? So try to talk about the event from the morning until the end of the event. For example, sometimes you have it 3 days, so you can start from the first day, the second day, until the last day. Describe the good, then the bad or the negative sides about the event. Then try to add something like, why do you think this happened? Try to think about these things. For example, I think this happened because of this and this. Maybe you can catch the positive or the negative here aspects. And the last one, the conclusion, write recommendation. Okay, Mr. Hussein, write recommendations. How could things be done differently in the future? So, for example, you can end your report, the last one, conclusion, in the future. For example, I recommend such and such. Okay, and full stop. Then I would, for example, suggest this and this. Okay, so try to give your suggestions, try to give your recommendations. We can use this to make it better, inshallah, in the future after 1 year or 2 years like this. Okay, so this is the end. Here you have the example in your book. This one, the basic information, the introduction, the body, and conclusion. Here you are going to write purpose. This one here, very important, write the title before each paragraph. Purpose of report. Here, good and bad, or positive and negative aspects. Here, recommendation or conclusion. Okay, because of time, sorry. Okay. The last one here. So as I said here, the example, and also this one. So I hopefully it was everything. It was clear for you, inshallah, because a revision, and I am sure that you are excellent and smart enough to understand everything. So, and also I want from you the last thing to focus on this phrase quickly. So now you finish this stage, dreaming and also planning, and now you are in this stage doing things. So let's do it, and at the end inshallah you will say I did it. So thank you for you, and في الختام نشكركم على حسن الاستماع، وإن شاء الله كانت حصة خفيفة عليكم وفهمتوا الأشياء المهمة في المراجعة، ونترككم مع مادة الكيمياء إن شاء الله، ووفقكم الله.